Welcome back. We're on part 9. This guy, as you may well be aware if you just watched the end of the last episode, and which occurred literally a few seconds ago because it's just happened concurrently, he may well have crapped himself, I'm afraid. You know, it's embarrassing. I think he was taking a crap. His trousers down by his ankles, and then the Kraken was just like... The Kraken was aware. You know, it's when you gotta go, but it's not exactly the most sort of it's not exactly the most graceful ways to go. The Kraken certainly helped him squeeze what was left out of him. So this is where it starts then. So this is where the Kraken first has his first victim, potentially. This poor soul was just having a crap. And yeah, didn't make it. So he was crushed by a beast, I think. No, we're going to say strangled. I think he was just crushed. That's what happens there. I don't know what the sounds are. I want to hear it again. I don't know how to get it to show it again. But we're just going to quickly go through and check to see who's who. He is really tall compared to this guy. Who is this guy and why is he so small? So he's like... He's the third mate. Is there like a third mate's bitch? Because if anyone was it, it would be this guy. The ship's steward. No. The purser. What is a purser? I think I looked that up, but I've forgotten. Terminology glossary. The purser. Control cargo value and trade transactions, manages a small item store for the crew even. So he has some food, it would appear. A bowl and a plate. So he's evidently a little bit of a like a servant sort of thing, or a, I don't know. No, I don't think we can figure out from these names. He's probably just like a midshipman or something. He's got a little bit better dress than the other guys, but it's nothing too great. There's a person in here? There's a feet, I think. I assume. Not that's all that important. We've got over here. Guy that was shot. This guy here, he is. Oh, hello. So he could well be. Could be Persian. But no, I think he's probably Chinese. He's not, no, he's definitely, I think, one of these 4 Chinese guys. Because if he can speak with Formosa people. This guy. Not sure. So there's a few people sleeping. They're not quite aware of the horrors that are about to bestow their ship. Geezer over there is taking a crap. This guy. We don't know who killed him, but we're pretty sure we know who he is. Oh god, is that like... I thought that was his bone coming out then, that was looking rough. But yeah, we're pretty certain on that one, so we'll leave that one too. Mystery Worm. We haven't seen him for a while, I think. Oh, we could go up top as well, so we actually had a little bit more to explore. Is that the monkey man? If that is the monkey man, his body shape is so evident. Oh, okay. So this guy is... He was dead? Ah, let's race the worm. Let's go. Yeah, the worm doesn't stand a chance. I think it was here, right? There we go. Still unsure what that is as well. I think it's the shell. This guy. So the Kraken was just starting to get its tentacles on. Dinn, Denmark.
thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. What robes?
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Oh, goodness me. It's a clumping. It is a clumping. The goat saw it. The goat is a key witness in this trial. So one of these guys is Danish. This guy here, quite well dressed. He's even got what seems to be a tie. He's pulling some documents away. This geezer here, don't know who he is. He's trying to leave it with a bit. That's all there is. This guy, I don't think he's come up very often, if at all. This guy, quite possibly Danish. Denmark. He's probably Lars Lindt, famous Lars Lindt that we've attributed the tattoo guy, who's basically been given every role under the sun. He's sort of like the Tom Hanks of the ship, basically. If you're not sure who to cast, just throw it to him. I want to see the chat again when this is finished. Let me try and figure it out, because I want to read the chat again. It's about killing his brother as well. I don't remember that, unless that was the cargo thing at the very start with the rope. Not sure. Not sure about that at all. So the guy that died wanted to get on there. This guy here said, nope, it's not happening, you Dane. He says, why is that? There's no cause for trouble, boys, get in the boat. So that was someone in the background who's in the boat. I thought I'd forget you killed my brother. That was an accident, the ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. So this guy kills him, evidently. And he's got a brother that this guy has accidentally killed. Which is interesting. Because I'm not sure what exactly that's referring to. So, this guy is a clumpy. And he is Danish. This guy has got a brother who's killed by this guy. The memories of him. First memory. Oh, okay, so yeah. That is yeah, loose cargo. So the guy that dies is the brother of this guy. So are there two guys that have the same name? This is unbelievable deduction. If this is if we can find two surnames. I mean, this is literally like potentially one of the greatest gaming moves you'll have ever seen. The problem is my memory good enough to pick out two names and remember? So Brennan Booth, O'Hagan, Shirley Peters, Samuel Peters, and Nathan Peters. So the guy that dies in the cargo bit is either Nathan Peters or Samuel Peters. So we can probably guess at these and as a result see if we're right. Because we know two people who died, I think, as a result, and who killed them. So we're gonna go all in on this. So this guy here, he was killed by whoever I just said that I've already forgotten about, Samuel Peters. So this guy here was clubbed by an unknown attacker. Sammy Peters. We'll go back to the memories. The first memory, in fact, and this guy here. He was crushed by the cargo, and he is another of the Peters clan. He was Nathan Peters. Small pause. Does it go? No, it doesn't. So he's crushed by falling cargo, but it wasn't this guy's fault. And we know that purely because we can't attribute him to the death. So the two Peters brothers could well be the wrong way around, but we're not sure. So meanwhile, we need to go back to the Dinn on here. Actually, because that was the first part. So people were looking to leave at this point just before the Kraken attacked. So evidently these guys are probably the people who were tossed into the sea when the Kraken attacks. So we can say that that's probably how they died as well. So we'll throw that in there now. This guy, he fell overboard. This guy as well. He fell overboard. Because later on we can see a boat in the background. I think with 3 dudes on there. I feel like we can guess who he is again because of just how damn well dressed he is. He's got some books and stuff. Is there a role that he would be? You know, trade transactions, I think he's the purser. You know, if 3 of them were right, then we'd be celebrating right now. So that makes me think that these 2 have got the wrong way around, maybe. Maybe he is not Samuel Peters. Maybe he's Nathan Peters. Unreal. The deduction is just like these are 3 triangles as well. I mean, you shouldn't be getting these. This is like shooting from 40 yards and just killing it. So I mean, he was an easy one. Shitting artist, as he's known. Oh, how come I didn't see 2 and 3? I'm a bit perturbed by that. It showed us the shitting artist, as he's now known, but it didn't show us the other 2. It just showed us like a blank page. Is that because I haven't? Maybe I need to leave this area and then it'll show me it. Maybe I've literally just shot the mark a bit too quickly, perhaps. So this guy here. So when I change this guy across to Nathan, okay, so I can change this guy now to Nathan Peters because that's what triggered it. So that is now correct. And we can go back in the memories and we can say that this guy is old Sammy Peters. I wonder if that will. Thought maybe we might trigger a little bit more there, because as far as I'm reckoning, this guy's almost certainly correct, and this guy is also correct. He's the seaman. He's a Danish guy. He was clumped by Nathan. Nathan is correct. These guys. Okay, so we don't know the name of that guy. This guy, yeah, we got him right. The purser. Just unbelievable, isn't it? You know, when you scored a 3 triangular, you feel like you're on top of the world. It's like a rush. I can only imagine cocaine is similar too. All right. Here we see the conclusion for the Doom. There's a lot of deaths, and there's a lot of dashes. I think that's 7 dashes I've just counted. The Monkey Man. So the Monkey Man, I think, was one I saw in a second. So 7 dashes would be the Monkey Man, this dude, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I don't know. Our dashes information rather than people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I need 7 bits of information, not sure. 2, 3, 4. So there's only 5 dudes. Maybe, I mean, like, the bosun's mate, that was a sheer guess as well. There's just some 3 triangulars, a 2 triangular here. You know, he's relatively well dressed, you know. That seems to be one of the main criteria for who people are. Didn't mean to do that, but I've done it. I'm not sure what's going on.
In there somewhere!
Oh,
Storm's coming! Finish your business and climb down here!
hey, you what, mate? Storm's coming. Finish your business and climb down. Oh, it's this geezer. So that's where I've actually finished all the information that I can put in. Okay, I got it. I thought that was part of the main story, but evidently not. The Monkey Man, he is... I feel like he's part of the next part, isn't it? Was he involved in the shitting incident? Yeah, yes, he was. I think I want to go to see the artist's demise and come up here, because I don't think I got up here in time and saw enough, and I feel like there's more to see, possibly, because maybe we can tell a little bit more of who was up top. I'm not sure. So that noise is the tentacle coming up. That's wind leaving his body, and the sound of him being crushed. Right, okay, so this is our artist friend, and he's sort of, you know, he's thinking, God, what did he eat? I hope I didn't eat that as well. This guy, the Danish guy, so they've just left, basically, and they're just, like, wondering why this guy's got clumped. These guys left later, I think, on a separate boat, but this guy didn't. So this guy is... he's not as well dressed as you would have thought. In terms of the hat isn't on very often, but it's on in this picture here. I can't remember when he was clumped, to be fair. The gunner's mate? I don't think he's Polish, I'm not sure, unless he's just an unknown officer. This is the Monkey Man. Yeah, the Monkey Man is just looking out. He's trying to figure out where they've gone. I think I might go and see the guy down below on the little rowing boat, but I don't want it to trigger something end game-ish. But surely the game wouldn't just sort of like just drop you out like that. That would be a bit rough. This guy is just fantastically ape-like. I don't know what it is about his long arms or what, but I think he's probably my favourite character, potentially. We can't pick who he is. He's got to be a seaman, so to speak. Could well be from Sierra Leone. Maybe. He's certainly in a league of his own. He could Mabba. He definitely looks like a Mabba. But we'll potentially find out later about that. And for now, the third mate. So he's not tagged in because I don't think we know what happened to him. He was crushed by the cannon. Tricky to say with him. So I think we're going to reset back to the present. We're going to go speak to the guy on the rowing boat just to see what he has to say, I think. I don't know whether that will unlock the bargain, whatever it's called. Down this way? I think this is down this way, okay. we need to absolutely hard U-turn if this is the end of the game, because we're not ready yet. We've not even actually gone through the playthrough that I said I was going to do at the start of the last episode. No, no, no,
Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
no.
If you've still business here, climb up and finish it.
I do.
I'll make to port.
So he's off, but I'm staying on. Presumably. Which worries me a little bit. There's a storm coming. So does that mean he just sods off now? I assume it is. So now I've finally gotten through the whole story. So now I think it's time to actually go back through from the end to the start. What I said I was going to do. Part 1 of 4.
Captain! Open the door!
So this bit starts in part 1 and like a lot of the other ones.
Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Bang! So he is the Abigail's brother, so yeah, that sounded like a Scottish accent to be fair, didn't it? When the captain opened the door, so the guy's saying kick it in. Unless we take more than the shells. So the second guy is the guy from the gunning bit. Don't know who he is, but if that's the first mate, would he be linked with him? If only there was a third mate's mate, in which case I would definitely put him on board for that. Don't know. Maybe he's one of the English seaman dudes. Maybe he's a midshipman. I don't quite understand how I should know who he is. This is the guy that goes for the old flanky, who gets clumped. 3 triangles, so we shouldn't know who he is apparently. And that's all there is in this area to worry about. So the ship's wheel actually, I assume there is a wheel like a helmsman would have. I haven't seen. This isn't it, is it? Seems like I thought you got to stand behind it. So I'm not too sure about that. Okay, this guy. Why is he a one triangular? Maybe we just need to go back. So we've got 17 memories of this guy. You can see the first memory and we can see when he was perished. Ooh, we can bookmark the memories of him. So he was part of the murder, because he was in the firing squad. He was in this part? Thing is though, unless you can see it and quickly get back to it, it's hard to be able to picture where he was. Okay, so the captain just shoots him, we know that. So this is, where are we? This is the end. Part 1. Part 2. So this guy gets knifed. Where are they? They must be in somewhere at the bottom of the sea. I wonder if we can tell from his accent. I feel like the accent is rough though, because if you were not familiar with British accents, you would be somewhat screwed. So maybe that's just a sort of little benefit for us enlightened Brits.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at the
bottom of the sea.
So that's the captain. So he gets sliced. So he's looking for so he's looking for the shells, I assume. He tells them at the bottom of the sea. This guy's about to do the flank attack. So this guy is English, we think. You know what? Pete Milroy. You know what? He is Henry Brennan. That's a little bit dirty. A little bit dirty. But I know he was English though. So the Danish dude. Yep, we've got him. We've got old Brennan. To be fair, I think they mentioned Brennan's name later on. I do feel a little bit dirty doing like that. It's just throwing information at it and then seeing until the right one pops up. But I don't know. So okay, so we know that he is a seaman. So can we therefore deduce that this guy is likely a seaman as well? Although the fact that he's a three triangle man means that I don't really feel. I mean, he could be either of these two maybe, but again, I feel a bit dirty just throwing that in there. Old Shirley not, or the booster. Okay. You know, one way, by hook or by crook, we are getting through them. We are figuring out some names. We'll just go through this again, just in case there's some dialogue that I've forgotten. That's the guy who just had his throat slit. Captain gets stabbed in the back. Clumps him. So he's just like holding his throat, he's gargling away, dying. You can hear the captain out of breath. This guy runs in from behind. Receives a clump for his trouble. But he does get a stabbing on the captain. I'll just double check there's nothing out here as well, but I think this is literally that's all that's left on the ship as far as we can tell. It's right at the end, so it kind of would make sense that this is the final little mutiny to try and get the magic shells of truth and majesty. But I think we shouldn't know who he is. I'm not on the business of guessing on three triangles. That's just dirty. You know, I'd have to get two other guesses right as well to be able to pull that off. So, I think that's reasonable. I think the Brennan clue I remember from later on. We'll see it in a bit and we'll pick that out. But I think that must be why that was a one triangle, because I'm sure they mentioned Brennan later on. This is part 4. Where the captain kills himself. There's not much to sort of really pick out from this.
Abigail, your brother, my friend. I shot him.
Shot him. Yep.
Dead.
You did. Now, you can shoot yourself.
I'll be with you soon, my love.
Cocks his pistol.
Please forgive me
Flint lock and loaded.
for everything.
Aims for the heart. Yeah. So he's dead. We know Abigail's over here. She got clubbed by the beast. Clumped, as they sometimes say. He shot himself. This guy over here. He snuffed it from the attack. This guy is probably clinging to life, but he hasn't got very long. There's the knife. That was in the captain's back. Did he pull it out? He must have done. He pulled it out and he put it over there. Well, that is a crime scene investigation at its finest. This guy got shot coming in, he had an axe. There's no one else around. Yeah, and I think that's that's all we know about that part. So I think we can call it done in the end. I don't think there's any more clues to be gleaned. There's one guy that we don't know who it is, which is the guy in this corner. So I think, yep, that is all that we can say about that. Okay, so that leads into the next part, which is the escape. So this is when all the bad stuff had happened, everybody was wanting to get out of here, they've had enough of this. So we need to find this guy who's down on the deck below and he gets knifed. So this is what goes into the next little period of info. So it's this one here with the knife outside. Yeah, it's this dude here. Let's see what we can pick out of this. The escape, part 6 of 6. So we're gonna go backwards through it all.
Oh no, you're cut.
I'm not sure if there's the best way to go from 6 down to 1 or go 1 to 6.
I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back, to save him.
you tell her yourself.
I think we might need to go back through his memories.
The surgeon's kit.
Brennan. So Brennan. He is. Let's just double check. Brennan. So can we see Brennan somewhere close by now? He's not Brennan. He's Brennan. So that's why he's got his thing to his ear, because he's trying to hear his name. Should have got that. But yeah, we didn't. So that's why that was a one triangular. This guy here, Scottish dude, of course, it's that guy. So this guy, the Pete memory is just too good to put down. Basically, we can't be missing clues like that. If they've given someone's name, the guy that died talks about Pete pulling him back. So let's have a look in his memories. Peer into his what he's seen. Show the memories. Okay, so try to pull him back. Is there any like off the ship memories? So who is this guy? He's center parting dude, and he's in amongst the dudes. He's got the necktie. Pull him back makes me think it's going to be something that happened above deck. Try to pull him back, unless you try to pull him back from the fire, maybe? No, that's old Charles who snuffed it that way. Unless the Kraken pulled someone away, and that's what he's referring to. That's where he died. This is part of the escape in this same little clan of memories. That is definitely him part of this memory then. Yeah, there he is. Oops. Oh dear. I feel like I've just completely lost where I am. Okay. So this is this bit. So the escape. Pull it back. It's not going to be pull it back from the people that escape, because I mean they're the people that are going to make it, surely. So would it be in the Doom, maybe? So was he nearby there? when this guy was so the escape is part 4, Doom is part 7. I don't think it was part of this stuff. So that's where he blows his brains out, that's where he gets clumped. Go back up to the top deck. That's where the woman shoots that dude. That's where that guy gets stabbed. I'm not sure when this guy got stabbed though, is the only thing. Because you can see him crawling for a while, I think, in some of these memories. Maybe it's back in part 5. So he's part of part 6. I just look at part 4. What? So he was around in part 6 under the sea. So maybe he doesn't die then at that point. I mean, he says tell it yourself, so he's obviously, I don't know if he's just trying to make him feel better or what, but no, but wait, the body's there, isn't it? So he must die. But then, sorry, it's part 9. It's not part bloody well 4, is it? Get me numerals wrong. So he dies in part 9. So is he referring about something that happened more recently then? In the more recent parts, such as maybe 6? So it's not that bit there, I don't think. Pulling him back. Is that what he says? Got it all over the place here. I know you're cut, don't leave me. Perhaps I'll stay with you. Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back, to save him. To pull him back. I feel like we could see him somewhere trying to pull someone back, and then it'll make it all a lot clearer. Maybe I should go back through the memories just to see who stabbed him, because I don't think I'm aware. Part 5 is where this guy gets clumped. Gunshot just gone off. So okay, we recognise his voice because he's got a great voice. So he's just come down. He just had the gunshot. This guy is that. So he's seen he's been stabbed, and he's going to go help him. There's nothing in here. The blood's coming from in here. We're not sure quite where. Oh, so he was killed by Brennan. We don't know who he is, but we feel as though he's got to be a pretty high-ranking dude. Okay, we'll just go back again. So you can see part of his head or whatever it is higher up, it seems. So yeah, it was a real gnarly headshot.
You have a plan? Yes. Big ship was sent east. Trade treasured fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Fresh bastard.
Oh, I think I understand it now better. So this guy where we go, where are we? So, this conversation is happening from the guy that's chatting. So the guy that dies is this guy. So he's planning the mutiny. So he's planning the mutiny, the guy that does the killing. And I think he also stabbed this guy. So he is someone that we really need to figure out who he is, because then we can tell who killed this guy, because I think this is the same guy. I think. The guy that dies is the one that says the captain can't be trusted. Do you have a plan? Someone in that room probably is the one there, the conversation. We take a ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Huh? Who's there? So that is the guy who's just like whistleblown. Who's the guy who gets knifed down at the end. He calls mutiny. This guy here stabs him. He tries to get away, and then this guy comes in and saves the day, I think is what happened. Who's up top? So these two are aware that this is going down. He's about to get pushed over by that guy. This is the captain. He's looking a little bit forlorn, down on his luck. Okay. So this is part 4. Crap, I really need to stop doing that. The escape. So he was shot. And he's the 4th mate, we think. And we know roughly who did it, but we don't know his name. The next part is... Oh, I've just done it again. I keep pressing that, thinking I'm going to go back a thing. I need to press D. But then he dies, but the next dude is the one up top, who is the Russian man. So we'll just go and investigate his body, trigger the next part.
Let them go!
So he's making a big old ruckus. She's just having enough of it. You know what? You know what? I think it's time to change their names over. Miss Jane Bird. And wait. Is there another woman on there? It's her. Oh, won't let me pick her. That is really annoying. Or will it? And she? Is Emily Jackson. Not quite. So maybe they're alive, but we've... Wait, didn't they say where they're gonna go? They're gonna like sail east or something. Take the ship and sail east. Okay, so at this point we can see what is to the east. It's not the Azores, it's Madeira or Portugal or Canary Islands, that area. So what we can do now is we can say that they're alive, but see, the Azores are to the west, Canary Islands are southeast. Cape Verde. Let's have a look at the map, if there is one, like a master plan map. The journey. So they went. See, I wanted to say Madeira, but maybe they've gone east to Africa. So let's just double check again. The escape. They are northwest of the Canaries, southeast of the Azores. Oh, you can literally see it right there. So east would be. I kind of want to say Madeira, but maybe it isn't. Maybe it's Africa. We might have to hit and hope this until we're right, but I feel like I've tried to figure it out. Africa is an option. Alive. I mean, it's not West Indies, it's not UK, it's not Middle East. Europe, that's too far south, I think. East Indies, don't think so. Cape Verde, I'm not sure where that is. Alexa, where's Cape Verde? It said Vietnam, like instantly, but I don't think that's right. Cape Verde. Verde? Who knows? Island country in the Central Atlantic Ocean. Central Atlantic, is that like right in the middle of nowhere? That's too far south. It's not there. I think it's Africa. Maybe. Who's the other person? Oh, the famous side part in Simon. So we'll go all in and say he's in Africa as well. And I think there's one more person who is somewhat unknown. Oh, the Doctor. So we're certain that he is the Doctor. So I mean, if 3 of those were right, then we'd be okay. But maybe it's Europe. Maybe it's Europe. Maybe I've. Maybe I'm going too far south. No. The East Indies, that's nowhere near, surely. Yeah, that's like Asia levels. We'll sail east from here, which is literally just like Gibraltar level, surely, or Africa, or Madeira. Maybe we're gonna go Canary Islands. Maybe they just didn't sail a very good east. I don't know. But then isn't that where it was at the start? No, it was Azores at the start, wasn't it? He's alive in. I feel like this is the clue. I don't think there's anything beyond this point, so if it's not triggering, then maybe it's too much of a leap. Maybe I shouldn't be assuming anything. I still feel like Africa's the logical choice. It's the biggest sort of marked thing on the map that is in that direction, but unless Unless it is Africa, and I've just got the women the wrong way round now, and they were right before. Okay, let's go Africa, all in. Everyone's going for Africa, and she is not Jane Bird. She is, in fact. Wait, yeah, because we were sure that they were right before, didn't we? We looked at the faces and we were like, yep, they're definitely these people. The little pause for you, yeah? No. I don't know then. I just don't know. So it all ends up below deck. Can we see then at this point, looking out through the porthole windows, or what they're called? Who's this dude? Oh, it's him. Oh, wait. So it was. He gets knifed by him. Right, okay, so the fourth mate is what does for him. So he's. I don't think I looked at this in much detail. So there's blood in here right now. So I think he was listening in at the side. So the blood started from here, or this area, I guess, and then whoever moved into here. And then this guy was clubbed by Henry Brennan. So he was part of the mutiny with this guy. But I thought he shoots him. I completely missed going back down below. I think that's the thing, like sometimes I'll assume everything was happening up top, but actually down below things were happening there as well. Okay, so I don't know which part we're on now. So that bit happened, that happened, this happened. So I think I need to figure out, look at this part, but then go down below deck as well. This is the play, part 2.
Last one. Move quick. You'll not take the last part.
So Paul was trying to see them off. I think this is the captain who says let them go. Last one, move quick. So yeah, the guy that gets stabbed is Paul, 100%. I think we already know that. Almost. So he's killed by this dude. He sounds a little bit Russian, I think, doesn't he, when he speaks? When he says, oi, do not take the last boat. Oi. Oi. What kind of person says oi? I think he's Russian. Unless he's Scottish. So Paul, look out. Stop, let them go. I think that's the captain who says that. He's about to fire up in the air. However, so this is the dude, Scottish brother, this is Brennan. Meanwhile, downstairs, this guy is listening in to the mutiny of this guy shouting to this guy. And this guy is killed by the Kraken. And presumably the blood leading to him was based off him starting around here. Because he, at this point, is just listening in. Okay. Part 1. The escape.
Put me down. Let go. Easy now. You're in a bad way. It's the squid. Where is my Frenchman? The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart. That. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it? We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest. A curse like that does not live for nothing.
So that's Alfred dying. This young man comes down from below. If he's come from below, does that mean that he is a lesser seaman? Essentially. And has he got a friend called Paul? Is that the guy's name? Wait, is that right? Wasn't he said tell Paul? Oh no, Pete, sorry. So Pete, who on the crew is a Pete? Peter Milroy is a midshipman. So can we then say Thomas Lank is also a midshipman if he is of a similar sort of standing in the ship? Yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable. I don't think that's guessing. I think that's good figuring out. So I'm going to actually throw that in there. That he is Thomas Lanky. Lanky by name, lanky by nature. I think. So if he is Thomas Lanky, he's a midshipman as well. So the midshipmen might be together. So maybe this guy, who was blessed with explosion, is Pete, who is also... I was hoping for the reveal. I was hoping it was there. So he's a midshipman as well. So I suppose we don't have the reveal because John Davies, the 4th mate. So he is John Davies, the 4th mate. He was shot by someone. That someone was... So that's where, yeah, he kills the dude, but he just gets shot. But the guy that shoots him, I thought it was this dude, but then he was part of, in the room with him during the mutiny, which is kind of what's throwing me off. And this guy, he was almost privy to it because he wasn't far away. Is this the captain? So the captain's coming up top. This dude's coming from down below. Do we replay this? I think that's the play.
Oh no, you're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back to save him.
you tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
Maybe he just got wrapped up in the explosion, like there was like a rope on it and he just got caught in and he's trying to pull him back. Maybe he didn't mean to get caught in that explosion, which is reasonable. As a human being, you wouldn't want to sort of just throw yourself into into the old explosion as well. So this guy here gets done in by Brennan, but he did seemingly shoot this guy. Maybe he was just unimpressed by what this guy did, and he wasn't sure about the mutiny, maybe. Because I think this is the instigator, the bearded guy. He's the one that had the plan about. He's the one that talks now.
You have a plan?
Yes. They ship us east. Trade treasure fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny! Fresh bastard!
Okay, so I think this guy got cold feet. He wasn't quite up for the mutiny. He saw this guy get stabbed, so he shot this guy's entire noggin off. I've also just realised that the plan to sail east was likely not one that these people were involved or aware of. The fact that the doctor, wherever he might be, is he over here somewhere? I thought he was part of this little cluster. Surgeon, sorry. Why would they want to go anywhere back to old Blighty, is what I want to say. So I'm going to say they didn't go back to wherever we thought it was going to be. They might not have got there instantly, but they are, I believe, English, surgeons English. They went back to Old Blighty, of course. Why else would they? They wouldn't go to Africa. Damn it. I really believed we were going to get an achievement. Well, not achievement, a little thing pop up. Never mind. So this guy, so the problem is we need to know who he is. We need to look back in his memories, but unfortunately I don't think we can do that in this episode. We've done some long episodes tonight, and this one is going to have to end here, I believe. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll get there in the end. We're not leaving this rowing boat until we've got every damn person accounted for. So see you next time.